I feel very alone in my experience with this. Is there any resources that I can turn to for help? When I found out about my husband's sexual addiction and really the slippery slope that was my hell at that time, I felt very, very, very alone. I felt like I was the only person that this had happened to, and I felt like, what did I do to be so horrible to live with this? And what did I do? And so I want to encourage you that you are not alone. We have started a national ministry that meets women almost every day that have been hurt in this way. And at our church, there are tons of women that have been hurt. So it is more common than you think. So you are not alone in your hurt, and you are not alone in what you have felt with this. There are a lot of resources now, more so than when I first found out about this about my husband. That was 14 years ago. There's tons of resources now. There's a handbook called the Handbook for Hurting Wives, and that is really helpful because it says conversations about what to do, like, so I know what do I say to my husband, and gives some very practical insights. It's by Steve Cervantes. The book is called Handbook for Hurting Wives. There's many other books around too, and also there's many resources online, because I remember going to the bookstore and being really embarrassed to try to find something. I remember paying for the book and being just super, super embarrassed. I remember my face being very red, and so if you wanted to look privately in your home so that you didn't feel the shame that I felt too, there are many resources online. Be Broken, Hope for One. There's just many resources out there for wives now that there wasn't when I was going through it, but there were still many wives going through that when I was going through it. I just didn't know it. So don't feel alone. You are not alone in this. There have been many women that have been hurt, and many ways that you can find some help and some encouragement from them. There are some other great resources. One, there is a retreat that is just for women that have been hurt by this. Many wives have gone to it. It's put on by Shadow of the Wings Ministry. It's called Journey to Joy. And it's an excellent, intensive weekend just for dealing with hurts of this situation. There's also on the Be Broken website, there's the first 7 days for a hurt wife, and my husband and I wrote this together, and just some tips on some things to think about and some things to do.